So here, so we are going to create the metal master here. So already we have created the metal type and the number range is ready, and we just assigned also. So now we are going to use the same metal type. You can say the same metal type, and the number range will come automatically. That is how the condition we designed, right? So with that we are going to have for it. Okay, so let's have this one. Okay, for an example, just give an enter. So this is the first stage. Okay, give an enter. There you can see it is asking for a views. Okay, the views is nothing but, okay, what are the views is relevant for this material. Okay, you are going to create a material which is the finished goods. Okay, so what are the material, what are the views are relevant, what are the pages are relevant. This is very important for our business cycle, because if some important fields or some important pages are left by the users, it's not been given, so this will impact my business. So I should be very careful on that. Okay, so here I need to give a suggestion, okay, to the particular department who is actually doing that, or so maybe I'm getting a chance to do that. Okay, whatever. So what I have to do is, okay, I need to make this fields, all these things to be perfect. What are the things, what are the fields they want to fill, what are the fields they should not fill, everything I should make it very clear to them. Okay, for that let me have the views here. What are the views we need? First thing, we need a view called, okay, basic data 1 and 2. Basic data 1 and 2 is a views, okay, which is common for all the modules. Okay, sorry, all the material types. All the material types. Okay, all the material type, this basic data 1 and 2 will be common, because it will carries only the standard general informations. Okay, only the general information about this material it will be carrying up. Okay, and for us, what are the things is important is we need sales view 1, sales data 2, and sales general data. Okay, and we need to have this particular, okay, so international trade, and we need to go for the sales text. Okay, these are the views we need actually. Okay, these are the views we need actually, okay, to make this item to be a, okay, saleable item. Okay, if you want to make this item as a saleable item, you need these all views. Okay, or else this cannot be a saleable item. Okay, right. Then whatever you need, okay, you need a MRP view. Okay, MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this MRP is? The MRP stands for material requirement planning. Actually, it is a tool of production planning. Okay, so it's not a tool of SD or MM or whatever. So it is a tool of production planning, but it will contribute a lot for this material. Okay, so and also when there is an order, when we are receiving the customer order and all these things, okay, the MRPs plays a very major role for its fulfillment. So we are going to see that, but the data we are giving over here. Okay, the execution is now happening somewhere, but the data actually we are giving over here. Okay, same thing, just go for it. Next thing, okay, so we need this general data. Okay, the general data to have a storage information. Okay, how to update the storage and what are the storage we can give it over here. So the storage information we can able to have. So one thing. Okay, so then what we are going to have here, for an example, we are going to have the accounting 1 and 2 and costing 1 and 2. These 4 views are related to the finance department. Okay, these all things are mandatory. The accounting 1 and costing 1 is mandatory, which is related to the finance. This also should be common for all the material types. Okay, not only for FG, so it is common for all the material types here. Okay, right. So we have a quality view also, but this is not mandatory. If you want to activate, you can able to activate. Maybe when we see the integration point, okay, we will see that. So how this quality can integrate with sales in terms of which stage. Okay, so we can able to see that. Okay, so now we just selected these views. Okay, just given an enter. Okay, so now it is asking for this particular case here. So now it is asking for this particular case here. So here you want to start the particular case. So what is the case you want to start? You want to give the plant. Okay, so what is the plant you have? So just you want to select the plant. So our plant is 002. Okay, and we need to give a storage location. So what is the storage location you have? So you can give the storage location for here for maybe. So okay, so any storage location you can give it over here. Okay, yes. And the sales organization, we created our sales organization, right? So we need to give our own organization here. For an example, what is our organization? We just created for Tata, right? So just give Tata over here. Yeah, so we created the things as Tata here, and you can give the distribution channel. We have only few distribution channels we have just made. So let's go for this distribution here. Okay, so here it is. You can see two distribution channel, right? We just kept. Okay, so we can just have it one. So maybe the X one. Okay, so I'll just have this one. So this is the combination. This is the combination we have to create. Okay, so the particular material here, then only this item is eligible for sales. Okay, but before doing that, okay, we need to activate one thing over here, because the metal master needs that. Okay, that is called as a material ledger. Okay, that is called as a material ledger here. So we want to go through the material ledger here. Okay, so already we have seen in the particular differences between ECC and S4HANA. So we have seen the highlight of metal ledger. Okay, so in ECC the metal ledger is not mandatory, but in S4HANA the metal ledger is mandatory here. So we need to activate that. Okay, if you're not activating the metal ledger, so it will not allow you to create, or it will not allow you to process anything in regarding the material here. So how to activate that? Okay, so we have three processes here. So three step you want to do it here. Okay, so one thing is, so if it is already activated, it is okay. So or else if it is not activated, you need to do three things over here. Okay, so one thing is OM X3, so where you need to create the metal ledger combination. Okay, create a material, okay, ledger combination. Okay, and next you have to go for OM X1, so where you need to, okay, activate metal ledger here. And then you want to go for CKM start this T code. Okay, to just run for the production. Okay, run as productive. We can just put it as run as productive here. So we want to do that. So then only actually the metal ledger will be open. Okay, but in ECC it is not mandatory. We don't want to worry about that. But in S4HANA they made it as mandatory. Without that we cannot able to do anything on that. Okay, so already we have maintained. Okay, I think the MM has maintained that, but still we can see that at a glance. Okay, if it is not done, you can able to do that. Okay, so because always we should have a, at least we should know at least 10 to 20% of a counterpart. Okay, let's see that. Okay, let me go for OM X1 and see whether it is there or not. Our plant we have used is 002, right? Yes. So go for OM X3 and enter. Okay, so there you have. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so our plant is 002. You can see it is there. If it is not there in the area, you can see it is put as valuation area. Valuation area means in finance they will consider as a plant. Okay, the plant is 002 which we use, and you can see this is what the company code we have used, and the metal ledger is activated. Okay, this is fine. If the metal ledger is activated, then it is fine. So we don't want to worry about anything here. So the status should be here. Okay, it should be green. Okay, if it is okay, then it's fine. If it is not there, it will not allow you to do any process with that mass material here. Okay, one thing. Then second thing what we need to go is, okay, we need to go for, okay, OM X1 here. Okay, after checking that, we need to go for OM X1 and just give an enter. And there you need to find, okay, this particular activation should be there. You can see there is an activation. What is that activation? You can see the metal ledger activation. You need to activate here, and here the price determination process. Here will be activating the transaction based. You can see we are putting the transaction based. So what actually the metal ledger will do is, so whatever the transaction we do, right? So from there, so the system, the metal ledger will collect the actual cost. What is the actual cost? We have just spent the conception, all these things. It will take the actual cost. Okay, so that it will collect and it will pass on to the finance. So that is the condition here. So that is the condition here. Okay, so that is the condition here. So we are going to have this particular case. Okay, so that is what the transaction based. Okay, now this both the things are activated. Now it is fine. So if this is not activated, you need to activate this first. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to go for a particular T code which is called as CKM start. Okay, this is most important. Sometimes they will do that both things. Okay, sometimes they will do both the things, but they will not start this. Okay, if they are not starting, so metal ledger will not really start. Just it will be activated and it will not start. Okay, so you need to go there and you need to give the plant. Okay, what is the plant? You need to give it here, and you want to run this one. So then only actually the metal ledger will start. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, this is the live process. We need to do that. Okay, already it is run, I think so. It is open, I think so. So I don't need to do that. But if it is not there, you need to do that. Okay, right. So now let's go for this material and we can create that. Okay, so now it's time to create a material. So we can go quickly because the metal master, so we can see only the important fields. Okay, what are the important fields for the sales which will impact our business cycle? We can see that. Okay, right. So go for mm01 and enter. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, enter, and I want to give the things again. Then I just want to make this default. Okay, I'll just assign all these things here. Okay, so I'll just make it as default because I don't need to give it again and again. Okay, just make it as default. It will not ask you to again, okay, you to select this. You can see it will come automatically. Okay, yes, just give okay, and here you can give the plant. Okay, so the plant is 002 and the storage location is okay, and what is this, the sales organization is Tata, right? That's Tata, and here we have X1. Yes, so this is my condition. So with this condition I'm just creating this material. Okay, just give an enter. Yes, there you can see. So whatever the number we have given, so that number and all other things came automatically here. Okay, right. So now get into that. Okay, so now get into that. Okay, so here the mandatory fields will be in mandatory. You can see these all things are mandatory. Whichever things you can see a small box with a tick mark, so this will be considered as a mandatory here. Okay, mandatory means without giving that we cannot able to move on. For an example, even you can see the description also, it is mandatory. All other things, why it is not important in the sense, it is important, but it is not important for a cycle. For an example, if you take that our cycle is O2C cycle, we are going to see that. Okay, so but that O2C cycle will not depending on this one. Okay, it's not demanding this. If you are not giving this data also, it will not stop the O2C here. That is the thing. Okay, it is not like it is not important at all. So you can give this information for any case. For an example, you can see this gross weight and net weight and all these things. Okay, you can able to update that. It is not going to stop the show. Okay, it is not going to stop the show, but if you have the information, give that. Okay, if you have the information, give that. So what will happen there? So that information you can use it for any cases. Okay, so now I'm going to give the description here. Okay, so the description, it carries 40 characters, and here the material also we can able to put 40 characters here. Earlier it was only 18 characters. Okay, now you can put 40 and 40 over here. Okay, so now we can see the description over here. So you can put the description. Maybe I'll just put something here. So maybe I'll put, okay, so car, so underscore, okay, I20. Okay, so white, I'll just put like that. Okay, okay, so I'm just putting like that. Okay, car I20 white. Okay, so then I can put the number ranges. Okay, so you can put the unit of measurement. The unit of measurement you can put. Okay, all the unit of measurements will be available. It is standard here, so you don't want to worry. Whatever you want, you can put it up. So let me put the numbers. Okay, if the numbers is there or not, let me find that first. Okay, find the number. Okay, so the number is not available. I think let me go for each. Okay, let me find for each. Yeah, each is available. Okay, we can use that each. Okay, right. Okay, so then you can see other things are not mandatory. You can see that is all things are not mandatory means it is not going to impact anywhere. Okay, the thing is it's not going to impact anywhere. Okay, so it is not like important. Okay, so you can put any fields over here. If customer is asking that, you can able to ask the users to fill this. But this is not going to stop my show. Okay, this is not going to stop my show. So I can able to just have what are the impacting fields. I can see this is the impacting fields. Then I can go to the basic data 2 here, and there you can see there is no field is mandatory for this case here. Okay, in the basic data 2, this is completely here. Okay, so dummy fields here. Okay, we don't want any field from here, especially from this field. We don't want anything from here. Okay, then you can go for the sales. Okay, after this the most important thing is go to the sales organization 1. So here where the thing is happening. Okay, go to the sales and organization 1 here, and there you can see, okay, this view is mandatory for this one. You can see here where the organization and distribution channel is connected. This material is connected for this 2 setups. If you want to extend this material to other things, you want to extend. Now this material is creating only for this organization and distribution channel. Okay, yes, if you want to extend this, you can able to extend for the different organization and distribution channel. Okay, and here you have a basic unit of measurement, same like you have a sales unit of measurement also. If you want any other unit of measurement during selling, you can able to have that. For an example, during the selling you want to make it as lot. Okay, you can give an enter, and there you can able to see, okay, so the lot is not there, so maybe you want to sell it in kg, we can check that, enter. Yes, you can see that. So it will ask how many kg to how many thing. Okay, if there is a demand, okay, if there is a demand, always you need to sell it in kg or something, you can put it over here, or else it is not required. Okay, this is not an impacting field, but if you want this, you can able to put that. Okay, if you want, you can able to put that. Okay, also you have a delivery plant here, so sometime the delivering plan can be different, so comparing with the selling plant. For an example, the delivering plant is nothing but, okay, so from where this product can be delivered. Okay, so that can be adapted over here sometimes. So this product will be very valid, okay, so very much valid only in certain areas. For an example, in Pune, okay, so only Pune, so this product is going well, so you can able to assign the plant, okay, so which is nearby the plant, you can able to assign that. So always the delivery go with the Pune, so because where we have a lot of customers, like that you can able to assign that, right? Yes. Okay, so other than that, so we need to go for the sales 2 here, organization 2. Okay, so meanwhile we want to give the tax data here. Okay, in the tax data, okay, this will be maintained by this particular finance team here. Okay, just we can able to activate that. Okay, so whether it is eligible or not. Okay, I'll put full tax, I'll put full tax, I'll put full tax here. Okay, yes. Okay, we have different ways of putting this tax structure over here. We can see discussing on this, on the pricing procedure, we can discuss on that. Okay, let's go for the sales organization 2, and here so most important thing is this general item category group and this item category group. So we just put normal over here. Okay, so but the different cases, okay, different sales of scenarios, different kind of sales, we have to change this item category, because that plays a very major role, especially the third party sales. Okay, third party sales, we have to change this item category group, then only the actual the scenario will work. Okay, we will see that. Okay, we will see that what is happening over there. And also we have this account assignment group material here. So here also you can able to have that on what type of product it is. It is not about the material type here. This all things about the financial impact. So what type of accounting assignment group material it belongs to. Same thing if you go for the business partner. On the next master data we are going to have the business partner, right? So there we are going to have the same thing, account assignment group customer. Okay, this is material, that is customer point of view. Okay, so maybe I'll just put the domestic sales here. Okay, I'll put it. Okay, yes, enter. Okay. Now coming for the sales general data here. The general data consists of 3 important, okay, fields here. First thing is availability check. Okay, so this availability check is very important, because whenever this product in some orders, some customers orders this, okay, the first thing is the availability. Okay, it is checking for the availability of this product. If the product is available or not, that can be checked with this availability check here. Okay, if it is not properly maintained, so we will not get that particular update. Okay, so there you have daily requirements and individual here. So mostly you will use the individual requirement for the make to order scenario, because individual customer orders will be considered separately. Okay, so go with the individual requirement here. Okay, and next thing is the shipping data. There is a transportation group and there is a loading group. This plays a very major role in the shipping point determination. Okay, so we have a shipping point. Okay, one condition is shipping point or shipping condition, we can call it as one of the most important process for the logistics. Okay, we want to do that. So for that, these 2 things are very important, especially the loading group is so important. What is this transportation group is? Okay, transportation group is nothing but, okay, through which particular thing you are just going to carry the goods, okay, on pallets or liquid form or container, whatever. Okay, maybe I'll just put it the pallets. Same thing in the loading group, through which particular thing you are going to load. You are going to use a crane or forklift or labor, whatever, you have to put this. So this will be very easy for the logistics to use that. You can see crane, forklift, all these things are available. So I can put the crane over here. So this all information will get together. So while the logistics is planning to deliver a product to the customer, so that time, so they will get all the information in a proper documentation. so they can able to get that all the details. We are going to see that. Okay, so that time we'll be getting that. Okay, yes. And the most important thing again here is the profit center. Here you need to assign the profit center, because so we need a profit, right? Whenever we sell a product here, the profit should be captured on that. So the profit center will be created by the finance department. Let's have the profit center over here. Okay, let's find the profit center here. So what is the profit center is available? We can have any profit center over here. Okay, so so maybe I'll just put anything on this. Okay, enter. Okay, done. So now in terms of international trade, okay, so the last ECC we have used this particular views for many cases. Okay, but now we are not using this. Okay, but now we are not using this. Okay, so this is completely a dummy field here. We are not using anything on this. Okay, so after this directly you can go to the so MRP view. So MRP we need to activate here. Okay, so MRP activation, this will give the automation for us. Okay, so I'll just put this one. So when we go to the MRP, I'll explain that. So now I'll activate this material and all these things here. Okay, so then when we go to the particular case, I'll explain that. Okay, so then only you will understand, or else just by mentioning this you will not get an understanding. Okay, so I'll explain that when we go to that say O2C cycle. Okay, right. Okay, so after making that, okay, so you can just go to the accounting one directly. Okay, so in accounting one, two things are main. One is the price and one is the valuation class. So now we are not going to discuss about the valuation class here, because the valuation class is the main key point for the integration. Okay, if you want to integrate with the finance, okay, the key point for this is the valuation class. Okay, so now I'll assign that. So when we go to that integration point, okay, so I'll explain that. So that will give a very valuable idea. Okay, so I'm just going for the valuation class. Every material type will have one valuation class for sure. Okay, you need to have that one, and for that the backend connection will be very strong, and you can be able to give that. Okay, so you can see the particular so metal price over here. So the standard price, there is two type of prices over here. So one is a standard price and one is a moving average price. So usually we will use the standard price for finished product, because we will not change the price for a while. Okay, if we are not very frequently we will change a price. But if you take a raw material and all these things, frequently we will change a price. That's why we are giving the moving average price. If you have a fluctuation in the price, so it will automatically gives you the moving average price over here. Okay, but if you don't have a change in price for a long period, you can have the standard price here. So that is will be good here. So because in the market for the price of the finished product, we cannot able to change it very frequently. So because we cannot able to benchmark. Okay, let's have the standard price here. Okay, and I'll put the price over here. So maybe I'll just put so 100 USD. Okay, yes, enter. Okay, right. Then other things, okay, it will be purely based on this accounting view. Okay, so you have the accounting view. Okay, so completely based on finance. So costing also it is based on finance, and costing too. Okay, so actually this will be updated by the costing department. You can see this. Okay, there will be a future cost, there will be a current cost and previous cost. So not every frequent. Okay, so maybe once in a 3 months or once in a 5 months they will update the cost. Okay, they want to know what is the actual cost of this material. So based on that they will plan. So they will plan to get this particular product over here. So with that they can able to process that. So on that time, so this product cost, this cost, we can able to find what is the future cost, what is the previous cost, we can able to find that. So this will be done by the controlling department. That is a controlling department in finance. They will be doing that. Okay, once it is done, you can just give the save. So your metal master will be saved here. You can see this is your metal master. Okay, your metal master is saved now. Okay, so actually this will be done by the metal management team, but as the sales department you need to know what are the things are very important just for a glance. Okay, if you are not knowing anything, so whatever the MM says you have to say okay, right? So you need to know something about that. So that's what the glance we have seen over here. Okay, right. So the next master data, what we are focusing on here, okay, so it's very important master data. Okay, so that is called as a, okay, so we have the business partner here. Okay, so one of the most important thing over here, because this business partner concept is not available in any of the previous SAP product here. Okay, this is the new launch in only in S4 HANA. So it has become a successor of different master datas. So we need to see, okay, what are the things has been eliminated. So how this business partner came, what is the actual backstory of this business partner, we can able to see that. Okay, so let me have this business partner a separate page. So because this needs to be discussed more, so I will take a fresh page over here. So regarding the business partner, okay, so the business partner here, okay, so the business partner. Okay, so what this business partner is going to do, okay, so what this business partner is going to do, very simple. For an example, earlier you want to go with an ECC now, okay, so just compare with the ECC, okay, so we have different master data, okay, so we have different master data. So one is, okay, so you can see, okay, so we have a so we can see the customer master, okay, so we had a vendor master, okay, and we have a condition, sorry, we can put the employee master here, okay, employee master. So these are the masters we had, okay, earlier we had with ECC, okay, earlier we had with this ECC, and this particular customer master will taken care by sales department, and the vendor master is taken care by department, and employee master is taken care by FI or HR department. Like that, we have equal departments, individually they can take care. And also one of the advantages, we have individual T codes for that. For the customer master, the T code starts with, okay, XT01, and for vendor master it starts with FK01. For employee master it starts with FK01. Sorry, here it is XK01. So everything is having individual T codes over there. So what happened is, okay, what is the advantage is, all the department, individual department can take the, okay, so responsibility, and they can able to create that, and they can able to maintain by their own. So there is no problem at all, okay, there is no problem at all, it can be maintained by that. But okay, so what SAP has think, okay, so what SAP has thought, okay, there is a module, okay, in a particular thing in SAP which is called as MDG. So MDG stands for, okay, it is master, okay, data governance. Okay, it stands for, okay, master data governance here. Okay, what is this master data governance? Okay, master data governance is a module which is there in SAP, but it is not very popular. Nowadays it's very popular. Earlier it is not a popular at all. Okay, so what is this MDG will do is, okay, MDG is a separate module, and it has a separate consultant who will take care of the maintenance of this master data, all the master data. This module is going to maintain, okay, complete master data this is going to maintain. Okay, completely is going to maintain that. Okay, yes, but if you have this option, you have individual option and a very easy option. So in way of authorization, it is very easy. So people will always go with this option, right? No one will come to MDG until you have this option, right? This is very simple and easy option. So SAP has thought, okay, in S4 HANA, we want to eliminate all these things, and we want to bring this MDG into the promotion here. What they thought is, they have eliminated this all particular T codes here. So nothing is live here, okay, there is no customer master, there is no vendor master, there is no employee master, nothing is there in this particular SAP S4 HANA here. We have only one master data, okay, we are going to create, which is called as a business partner, and the T code for that is, it is BP, that's it. Only one T code, okay, if you have only one T code, so where all the department has to come and approach this only one T code. If a customer wants to, the sales want to create a customer master, they have to come here. So if a vendor wants to, if a want to create a vendor master, they have to come here, right? Everyone wants to come and approach this one screen. So in terms of giving an authorization or in terms of controlling the users, it's too difficult, really. Okay, so you cannot able to manage properly. So here comes the contribution of MDG. So they will take care of that. Instead of giving the different departments a single option, we can give the single option to MDG. So also SAP is giving many discounts on this MDG module to get it promoted. So now it is getting very popular, but earlier to promote this, so actually we brought this business partner. That is actually the dark truth. Okay, right. Okay, so we are going to see that. Okay, so we are going to see this business partner. First we can compare that. Okay, first we can compare. Okay, so what is the previous customer master we have, what is the screen we have. Okay, so what is the difference between that and this, whether we have lesser work or we have more work, we can compare and we can go for it. Okay, right.